a huge thing that was like trending on Twitter for days because all of the people were angry. And so it was like
very much this.
This is serious! Stop that laughing!
What's worse than one pretentious Hollywood actor being interviewed? Two pretentious actors interviewing each other. Actors on actors.
Right.
This is 30 minutes of two people that if the earth opened up and swallowed them whole, we wouldn't miss them. Rachel Ziegler, the woman speed-running Snow White into being a box office bomb before it even comes out. And Andrew Garfield. Andrew's career can be best summed up as, who are you again? He was the mid-2000s Spider-Man, an easily forgotten chapter in the now bloated and corpulent fading superhero movie trend. If you don't care about musicals or Broadway, where most actors' careers go to die, then you haven't seen Andrew Garfield in anything since the last live-action Spider-Verse movie.
I'm a grown-up now, Bernardo. I'm gonna think for myself.
What you've done is just so stunning and soulful and authentic and genuine and real and like totally, you know, reinvigorating this classic thing in your own way. And I am absolutely just weirdly proud of someone that I've never met, and I'm so happy to be meeting you. So let's start there.
I'm so happy to be meeting you.
Kill me, please. I want to die.
Within 1 minute of watching, I was stricken by a bad case of diarrhea. Andrew pretends that Rachel Zellweger's 2021 movie West Side Story wasn't the hugest box office bomb of the year. The film made $36 million, but it cost over $100 million to make, not counting marketing. So easily, she was in a film that lost $80 million minimum. You did something amazing. You starred in a film that lost almost $100 million. And you somehow maintained a career. Bravissimo. We are artists.
Dear ladies and gentlemen, we come to the part of the program which is always my favorite because it means something.
Raycon's everyday earbuds look, feel, and sound better than ever. With optimized gel tips for the perfect ear fit, these earbuds are so comfortable, and they will not budge, trust me. They also offer 8 hours of playtime and 32 hours of battery life. Raycons are priced just right. You get quality audio at half the price of other premium brands. It's no wonder that the Raycon everyday earbuds have over 78,000 5-star reviews. There's 3 customizable sound profiles, earbud tapping functions, and noise isolation plus awareness mode. Awareness mode just in case you want to listen to music but be aware of what your pet's doing. Like, you know, your dog stealing cat turds out of the litter box. School's back in session, which means Raycon is having their annual back-to-school sale. For a limited time only, get 20% off site-wide, plus free shipping. Did I forget that the everyday earbuds are also Siri and Alexa compatible? I know a lot of people use that. Go to buyraycon.com/itsagundam for 20% off site-wide plus free shipping. Brought to you by Raycon. Don't forget, it has a 30-day money-back guarantee with a free return policy. You can't lose. Then we go on to pretend that Andrew's most recent movie show, I don't know what the hell it is, it's called Tick Tick Boom, is changing lives. A film that most likely you and I didn't even know happened, was so magical, so profound, so meaningful. With the way they described Tick Tick Boom, you would have thought the film had cured Chris Chan of autism and solved the fentanyl crisis in Quickville.
Because obviously you are meant to be doing musical theater, you are meant to be acting, you are meant to be singing, it's vocation for you. I can see that, and I don't know when you knew that consciously, how old you were when you knew that, because right now you're what, you're 12 years old, 13 years old?
I've come to the conclusion that Andrew must be on some sort of estrogen. These sort of speech patterns are what you'd expect from a woman in her mid-20s that binge watches manifestation videos on TikTok, thinking she's one positive affirmation away from that windfall of money.
Film more than anything. Wow. But my heart is on the stage. It's at one point you just have to shut it all off and think, if I'm not going to read the bad, I'm just not going to read the good either. Right, and I'm just going to believe in what I believe in. And you know, you're constantly thinking about it, because I say to my friends and family a lot about feeling like a human being first and foremost, and not a form of entertainment, a form of someone's distraction, or just a picture on a screen that people think has no feelings or brain.
Rachel has always been up her own ass. Most Americans don't know who she is or what she was in. I didn't know she existed till Snow White, and she just started being a perpetual boner.
With a guy who literally stalks her. Yeah. Weird.
Today, Rachel Zellweger stepped out of her $1 million apartment in New York.
How can she afford that? That doesn't make sense. She can't have that much money for this career.
She can't make any statements due to the SAG-AFTRA strike.
So basically, Disney having her shut up to promote the film was out of the question. But ever since SAG was like, you can't say anything or else, now she won't speak. The writer's strike may have just saved Snow White.
However, she wanted to send a message to all the backlash over Snow White #comments. Her shirt says, "No tears left to cry."
I just mean to be inside my brain. That's hard. And I'm there 24/7. I can't get out of it.
My shirt says, "No given."
And I was exhausted on your behalf watching interviews where you're just trying to talk about Tick, Tick, Boom.
Yeah.
And everyone's, you're talking about the legacy of Jonathan Larson and he's so wonderful, and Rent. And everyone's like, so are you in Spider-Man? Right, Rent, right. Are you in Spider-Man?
Like I said before, no one cares about anything Andrew Garfield was doing outside of his guest spot in the latest Spider-Man movie, because Sony knows Tom Holland cannot carry a film on his own. This dude will perpetually star in films where he plays the sidekick. Hell, Tom Holland is a sidekick in his own relationship with Zandra. I've never seen anything like it.
Cool. So then it kind of came around, and they had this mind-blowing idea of the three of us in the thing together.
Wow. Whoever came up with that deserves a raise. They must be a really forward thinker and incredibly creative.
It's like that. So it was definitely, when it got announced, it was a huge thing that was like trending on Twitter for days because all of the people were angry. And so it was like
those people.
Very much this.
The unwashed masses, the non-artists, how dare they want their fairy tales to stay chronologically correct? Whoa, are you telling me those bigots actually wanted 7 dwarfs in the film? Those animals. Don't they know that this perpetuates stereotypes against little people?
Yes, it was
the
this
people
awakening
that we need to
educate.
While putting the final edit on this, I just realized something. When Andrew Garfield goes, the people we need to educate, Rachel Ziegler's eyes get even bigger as soon as he says that. Like some sort of supervillain. She just got off on it.
The people that we need to love into awareness.
Love them in the right direction. Exactly.
The people we need to re-educate. This is why the average American doesn't care if Hollywood stays on strike. For some reason, they get in one film that does well, and all of a sudden they believe themselves to be truly superior. So clever, so classless, and so free. Fully capable of experiencing and thinking on a higher level than the average citizen. Is these sort of progressive mindsets of educating people and giving out the little hugs and love is the exact reason why San Francisco is literally turning into a third world country right before our eyes. And everyone's pretending like it isn't happening. But for God's sakes, California has an app where you check to see where's the last spot someone took a dump on the side of the roads. It's just absolutely wild. But people like, I thought Snow White was white because, her name was Snow White for her skin tone. And they're like, oh my God, these people need to be re-educated because they're ignorant and bigoted.